What's up? Welcome to Books or Nick. I am sick and happy to be back on here. It's been over 2 weeks since I've posted a video on here. Apologies. I ended up getting kind of sick and it was a bummer. But what also happened was after my last video, that entire week, it just rained and rained and rained. And so I didn't really get out to do a whole lot. It was just so wet. It was the most rain we've had in quite some time. I think one of the days we got like 30 or 40 millimeters. It just was pretty relentless. And then right after that, I ended up getting pretty sick and was pretty down and out for about a solid week. So just a weird little stretch, but I'm back now. Happy to be back. I've got some books to talk about. This is just going to be a desk video for the most part here. But I've got some stuff to talk about, some books to share with you, some pickups, some news. I've got some exciting YouTube news that maybe I'll start out with. But yeah, so let's just dive right into it. The YouTube news is that I'm starting this new series that I'm actually pretty excited about. You can look for episode 1 probably in the next day or two, and it's going to be called The Long Walk with me. And basically what I'm starting to do is I'm just going to walk 10 to 15K steps a day, every day for the rest of my life is the goal. And I'm going to be listening to audiobooks while I do so. So it's going to be kind of vlog style, me walking around, seeing what I see, reviewing the audiobook experience as I go. I'm going to rate the audiobook at the end of each episode. So whatever that book is, I'll rate the narrator, the story, the overall experience, amongst other things. So episode 1 is going to be Golden Sun because I had already read up to chapter 32-ish, somewhere around there. So I'm switching over to audiobook and I'm going to finish it out on audio. So I'll be able to kind of review both aspects of it. And yeah, so it's just going to be, that's going to be dropping kind of depending on how long the audiobook is and how much walking I do. So it could be 2 episodes a week, 3 episodes a week, 1 a week. It kind of just depends on the length of the book. So episode 1 is Golden Sun. That will be out tomorrow or the next day. So keep an eye out for that. That's just going to be an ongoing new thing that I'm doing because why not monetize walking? So that's going to be a thing. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually pretty amped on it just to get a little healthier and also just to review something that I don't usually review, which is audiobooks. I'm pumped for it. I wanted to share this just because it's staring me in the face. I got this in the mail today. For any Simpsons fans, this is a new Simpsons book. It's not out quite yet, but this is called Stupid TV, Be More Funny. This is by Alan Siegel. And this is called How the Golden Era of The Simpsons Changed Television and America Forever. I was a huge Simpsons fan, and I think that if I look on the end, yeah, it says it's going to be talking about the most influential decade, which was the 1990s, which is where, in my opinion, all of the best Simpsons episodes live. So I'm pretty pumped to jump into this. I know I've probably got a lot of fellow Simpsons fans out there that were also just had it ingrained into their brains forever in their upbringing, you know, sneaking away and trying to like watch it on TV because your parents didn't want you to, but it was just like what everybody was talking about, so you needed to see the episodes. Man, what a fun time to be alive. The Simpsons book, that is a new thing coming out, and I'm also just going to share this. I went to the Niagara Falls Comic-Con last weekend, with my kids and my wife. It was really, really fun. We're not big, we've never done a Comic-Con before, so this was new to us, but it was a lot of fun, you know, just people having a good time, people dressed up in some pretty elaborate costumes. But the reason that we went is because there were a couple wrestlers there, one in particular that we all love, that I especially love, whose name is Mick Foley, also known as Dude Love, Cactus Jack, my favorite, Mankind. I watched the Mankind Hell in a Cell versus The Undertaker match about 4 or 5 times with my kids leading up to meeting him, just because it's probably my favorite match of all time. A little cliche, sure, but I really do love that match so much. And so it was fun to watch that with the kids. And when Undertaker threw Mankind off the cell, watching their reactions, watching my kids' reactions to that was really, really fun. So we got to meet Mick. And what a cool dude. I got him to sign this here. This is kind of a Army of Darkness themed poster here. He said, Nick, have a nice day. Mick Foley. So that was pretty cool. And he totally did not have to do this, but he had a bunch of Mr. Sockos on the table here. And I don't know, he saw my kids and he signed a Mr. Socko to each kid, which is just was just so cool of him. Just a great experience. And then we got a photo with him at the booth, and then he actually took the phone, put his Mankind mask on, and then took a selfie with my wife's phone of me and my kids with Mankind in the corner. I'll try to pop it in here. But yeah, just a great experience overall. I just loved it so much. We've got the Money in the Bank match coming up this weekend. I'm unfortunately shooting a wedding. Not unfortunately, I love shooting weddings, but I will be at a wedding, so I'm going to catch it the next day. But it's looking like it's going to be a pretty fun night. This is not pee, by the way. This is emergency. I'm pretty much better, but just kind of still kicking the final little remnants of the cold that I had. An emergency is a great way to get that done. So here's a book that I finished that I don't think I've mentioned here on the channel. This is The Dutch House by Ann Patchett. This was my first Ann Patchett book, and I gotta say, I absolutely adored this book. I don't use the word adored too much, but let me tell you, adored is what I felt for this book. Adoration is what I felt for this book. Really, really, really good. A very simple story, almost kind of fairy tale-ish, about a brother and a sister whose dad buys this elaborate mansion sort of estate called the Dutch House that is already fully furnished by the previous owners. And the mom of these kids just has never felt comfortable in this house. And so she leaves the kids at a young age to go do something else. They're not really sure what. And this book basically is about the brother and the sister experiencing a new woman moving into the house that ends up marrying their father that does not care for them at all. And she brings her own daughters into the house to live. Without giving too much away, something happens where the brother and the sister are ousted from the house because of her. And we just go on the tale of their lives afterwards, and how they're still enamored with the Dutch House, and they'll get together and drive over to the Dutch House and just kind of sit in the car and stare at it and reminisce. And it's just beautiful. It's right up it's my speed. It's my speed, this book is. Ann Patchett, someone messaged me with the perfect adjective to describe her, which is gentle. She's just such a gentle author, and I cannot wait to read more by her. I actually have a pickup that I'll share with you here, which is going to be the next Ann Patchett book I read. And I also have to say, I'm new to everything, so probably a lot of you already know this, but Ann Patchett has a bookstore down in Nashville, I believe, called Parnassus Books, and they have an Instagram account that is great. It's probably become one of my favorite accounts on the internet. It is so wholesome and so good, and it's just such great recommendations and advice and insight on that channel. So Parnassus Books, I want to go check it out so badly. If I can ever find a free weekend to just drive down to Nashville, I'm going to do it for sure, because how cool would that be? And apparently if Ann's there, she'll give your book like a little sign, and I love that sort of stuff. So that would be really, really cool. Look what I found. Salem's Lot on VHS. I've never seen this. Isn't that insane? This is from 1980, is it 70 even? It's from a long time ago. I can't actually remember. It's 1979. 1979. I've never seen this out in the wild on VHS before. I was so stoked. Pick that up. I have a little tube TV VHS combo that is one of my favorite things ever. I love popping a VHS in there and just kind of unplugging, but still being entertained. It's a nice way to be. It really helps my life. And Salem's Lot is one that I've been meaning to catch for quite some time. Weird that I haven't seen it, right? So looking forward to that. Here I have some book pickups I'll share with you. One of these is going to be our July book club book over on the Books Are Sick Club. What I actually did for this one is something new. I released some daily clues until someone guessed it right, and then they would win a Folio Society book. And someone guessed the July book based off of these 3 clues: that it is at least 300 pages, it's written by a woman, and it is a historical fiction book. How they got it, I have no idea, because I only gave each member 2 guesses, so it's not like you could just guess and guess and guess. But Curtis M. guessed Homegoing by Ya Gyasi. This is a book that it's only just recently come across my radar. A couple of book club members have read it and absolutely love it, and every review that I've seen for it is just like nauseatingly positive. So it's one of the, I want to just read it now. I might just read it now. I'm so amped for this. Generational saga, family saga, very episodic book, because we're following the descendants of these 2 sisters and then their children and their children. But man, just really pumped for that one. That is going to be our July book for the book club, the Sick Book Club. I also picked up A Mercy by Toni Morrison. Look, I just kind of slowly collecting every Toni Morrison book I can because I do intend to read every single one at some point at least. Also picked up this one. This is They Can't Kill Us Until They Kill Us. This book rules so far. It's kind of one of those books. Every chapter is like about something else. So you can, oh, look at this. Death Becomes You, My Chemical Romance and 10 Years of the Black Parade. Okay, that's what I'm reading next. That was a total coincidence. I did not know that. They were even in here. But I did read the Carly Rae Jepsen little blurb in here. And this guy, like, he just sums up why Carly Rae Jepsen is as cool as she is. I love Carly Rae Jepsen. And yeah, really been enjoying that. And you probably already saw here, the other Ann Patchett book I picked up is Bel Canto. We're doing a buddy read. So over on the Books Are Sick Club, we do buddy reads. So if you're not really into that month's official book club book, there are about like 5, 6, 7, 8 different buddy reads happening at any given time, and they are wildly active. For example, we have buddy reads ongoing right now for The Stand and also Red Rising. I think both of those collectively have like 1,500 to 2,000 comments in them. Like they're very active. So if you ever do intend to read either of those books, jump in there. It's good for me. Good for you. But yeah, Bel Canto is a buddy read coming up for June, which it is already June. So I'm looking forward to dumping into that. Golden Sun has been just so good. I cannot believe how good that book is. I don't read a lot of sci-fi and fantasy these days, but so take it with a grain of salt. But man, I just think it's really good. And I like it so much more than Red Rising. And I liked Red Rising quite a bit. So this has just gone to a different level. Highly enjoyable. So probably going to be finishing that up on audio either today or tomorrow while I'm walking. Again, look out for The Long Walk episode 1 coming soon. And I think that's pretty much all I had to share. I do have these new stickers. They're not available yet, but I'll share them with you anyways. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place, but I got Spinebreaker stickers, and then I got the Axe Guy stickers. So I'll have those updated packs ready at some point. I'll let you know when they're available. But yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. Again, happy to be back. Sorry for a bit of a stretch of nothingness there, but there's a lot on the go, a lot in the works, and the link for the book club is going to be down below if you do want to join. And that's all I have to say. Okay, I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you so much. See you later. Okay.